Hi, it's Paul here at Dapper Rocks. In this video we're going to look at how to record audio directly into the playlist. The first thing that you want to consider is whether you've got your drivers set up right for the particular mic that you're using. So to check that, if you've not recorded into FL Studio before, come up to Options at the top here, then go to Audio Settings, and there you have the driver that is being used currently. Now if you were to be using something like an audio interface, so a setup like this, here's a Behringer UMC22 audio interface. So you might have something like a Rode microphone plugged into there, or a MIDI keyboard or guitar plugged into there, headphones into there, and a USB cable coming from this box to your PC. Now if you've got that set up, then you would need to select the appropriate driver for that box, which I happen to know is ASIO for All version 2. But this issue of having the right driver is very important, so you're not going to record audio successfully until you've sorted this out. So moving on from there, so to get audio in here, the first thing I would do is come up to this record button at the top here, right click on it, and just check that audio is selected there. And then I'm going to arm the button by turning it on so it turns red, it's ready to record there. Now some of you might find at that point, when you click on this, you'll get a box on the screen asking, do you want to record automation or audio or everything, or it gives you about 5 options. I've actually turned that box off, so I never get asked that question again. But what it's asking you is, which of these options do you want? So you don't really need to have that box. You can just select them from here. So there we are. So the next thing you do is pick the track in your playlist that you want to record into. So let's say we want to go into track 3. I right click on it, and then I come to track mode and audio track. Now at this point what I'm choosing is the insert in the mixer that I want to go through, because audio input comes in through the mixer. So since I've chosen track 3 in the playlist, I'm going to choose insert 3 on the mixer. So now you see that's selected. Next thing we've got to do is here we've got to tell FL Studio which input we want to use. So I'll click on that, and the options I get are these. The first one is stereo recording, these two are mono. I'm just going to record my voice mono, so I'll click that, and you see here that this little red light comes on indicating that this insert is armed and we're ready to record. The next thing I'll do is just make sure that I've got songs selected there, which I have, so all I need to do at this point is click on play, and counts me in, and I start rapping 1 2 3 4, and I stop it. Now if I'm not happy with that, and rarely I am when I record voice, I can have another go at it without changing too much at all. But what I don't want to do is have this running, this first recording running as I make my second attempt. So I'm going to turn that off first, and then I play again. It counts me in again, 1 2 3 4. I'll stop that. I'll turn off that second version and have a final go. 1 2 3 4. I'll stop it at the top there. And now what you see is under insert 3 I've got 3 recordings, which I can hide or unhide, but those are my 3 versions, and I can turn them on in turn and see which one I like best. But to hear the latest one that I've recorded, I just go take the bar back to the start there and play. Oops, wait, I've still got record turned on. Turn that off, and I've got to turn this on to hear the channel through my headphones. So now I'll click 1 2 3 4. So there we have it, and if I want to hear another one, I can turn that off and turn the first one on and play it, and I start rapping 1 2 3 4. There we go. So that's that. If I don't like it, I can just right click on that and get rid of the whole lot. And it's gone from there. Now I'm getting some feedback now, and this is a common problem. There's two ways of fixing it. You can turn off the send from the master channel here. That's gone. I'm not getting it anymore. But the other thing is, a more permanent solution is to come up here to the input and change that to none. So that's got rid of all that feedback in my headphones. Everything's good. Just one last thing that you might like to know about, and that is in the browser here, under recording, is all the audio recordings that I've made recently since I last cleared this out. And as you can see, there's quite a lot in there. Now you can right click on each of these and go delete file and get rid of them that way. That's a slow way of doing it. The quicker way is to right click on the word recorded there and select open, and you get this window open, a Windows window, and you can just click the top one, or the second to top, because this very top one I want to keep. Click the first one you want to get rid of, go down to the last one you want to get rid of, control click, that's should have selected them all. Maybe it was a shift click I should have done. Let's try again. Yeah, it was a shift click I should have done. That's selected them all. Just delete, and now they're gone from my window, but also you can see they've disappeared from here, and now I've tidied up my recordings. The point is, when you get a lot of recordings in there, they all have these kind of obscure names, and they don't really mean much to you after a while. You might choose to keep them for a bit, but it's smarter to do a bit of housekeeping now and then and get rid of what you don't want. So I hope that's helped. If it has, please do subscribe to our channel and give us a like, because that helps other people to find us. Thank you for listening, and good luck with your music.